Hello, my name is Anna Arnett. I am the Lab and Quality Manager here at D&D Laboratory. We are shooting an instructional video for all of the new clinics across the United States to smooth out the process, to make it easier on everyone of how we kind of run things, and just to give you the information that you need to know as a new customer. So the first thing that we want to talk about is the actual supplies that you will receive as a new customer. This big brown box of supplies is enough supplies for a 4-week validation, and it will give you everything you need just to complete that full 4 weeks. The kit itself that I have sitting for you is a 4-week, 4 weeks of boxes. Then you also have a recollection box and an Amy box that you'll kind of see more about here in just a minute. If you have a large clinic that has 8, this is an example of 8 machines or 8 tableaus, this is enough supplies for that. If you have a smaller clinic where you only have 2, say 2, your boxes are all going to be these small boxes, so you wouldn't receive these huge boxes for just 2. So that's just kind of the difference with that. So another thing that you're going to receive in your big brown box is your packing list. It just tells you everything that is included in the kit. Also included is something that's very important that you read before you go to collect any samples, is your D&D Laboratory brochure. It tells you how to collect the samples, how to ship the samples, just more information on the testing. It is a great tool to utilize for a new customer, especially just to get the information that you really do truly need. One other thing that's very important when you unpack your supplies is the freezer packs. Go ahead and take your boxes apart and put all your freezer packs into the freezer, just so that's something out of the way and done with, so that when you go to collect the samples, they are ready to go and you have your freezer pack. The next step, once you receive your supplies, this is what your supplies look like when you open the boxes up themselves. So you're going to receive a D&D test requisition, and you're also going to receive the packing supplies, which would be foam, bubble pack, tubes, and your freezer pack. You also receive in every box a FedEx return label. And that would be the insulated if you're shipping cultures. And this is also a kit for your Amy water collection. Now, if it's a bigger kit like this and your Amy's would fit in the box, then you could ship all your supplies in the box itself. It just depends on what will fit. Once you have collected your samples and you're ready to ship them off, you need to make sure of a few things. You need to make sure that all your tubes are screwed on tight so they don't leak in shipment. And you need to make sure that your tubes are labeled properly and that the verbiage that you use on the tubes matches the test requisition that you complete. Be sure to complete the test requisition fully so that we have all the information that we need to process the samples. So for an example, we have Tableau 1 as a tube, 2 tubes. You have your water and your dialysate tube that you would collect. And then you also would have your Tableau 1 water bottle for the Amy. So you're going to have a water tube, a dialysate tube, and a water bottle for your one machine. And you would do that for every other machine that you have. So for your test requisition, for your week 1, you would complete it just like this. This is an example. So in week 1, you're collecting these Amy's. But once you collect the Amy's, you don't have to do that but one time. And week 2 through 4 would be your validation. This is an example of what it would kind of look like. Now we're at the last step when you're ready to ship it off and how you should pack the box itself. So it's very important that you pack it properly, because FedEx and UPS throw these boxes on conveyor belts. They don't care what is in them. So you want to protect your samples and that they don't get damaged in shipment and crack. We understand how important it is to get your samples tested and that they come intact to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to pack the box. Each box will include your labels of whatever your name of your clinic is. This helps with our automatic replenishment kit program that I'll mention here in just a moment. So we're going to put the bottles here. Okay, and then you're going to take your sealed up bubble packs that you put your tubes in. You're going to place those next. Okay, and the next step is to put the foam in. That will be the foam. And the last step is adding your freezer pack. It is vital that this freezer pack does not touch the samples themselves. That's why we have the foam in there, so that it prevents the burst during shipment issue. So we're going to put that on top. Okay, and then the last thing before taping the box is you want to add your test requisition that you completed. And right before you tape it, you want to make sure you read this sticker to ensure you didn't forget to do something. Because this is a learning process and you're new. So, all right, then you tape the box up. And then you have your FedEx return label. And now it's ready to ship out. So you either drop it off with your mail room or drop it off at a FedEx location. It just really depends on how your clinic works. One last thing I want to talk about is the automatic replenishment kit program. This was for a validation for 8 tableaus. So that's 16 tubes, 8 water tubes, 8 dialysate tubes, and 8 Amy water bottles. So when we receive your samples in the lab, that's exactly the amount that we will replace, and we will return it back to you automatically. It will go out FedEx ground, and you don't have to worry about calling us and saying, I need a replacement on those supplies. So that just makes it smoother and easier for the clinics themselves. The only time we would really need to replace any supplies is if you receive more machines or some kind of thing like that. So that is it. If you have any questions at all, give us a call. Our information is listed on our test requisitions, and we are happy to help. We are very excited to work with you guys. Thanks a lot.